For over a decade, one of our display windows looked like this. But nothing lasts forever. See the Svengoolie tribute window at Alternate Reality.
Coming up, kids, Brawln News number 150 from the Svengoolie tribute window. Woo! And in this segment, we're talking about Nick Diaz and his new MMA promotion. Tito Ortiz and Jenna Jameson going through a nasty custody fight. The UFC saying it's okay to smoke a little more weed than is legal. Kat Zingano being out and Miesha Tate coming in, and how that makes Ronda Rousey so happy to be hanging around her. And the fact that Forrest Griffin and Stephen Bonner have both retired and will be going into the Hall of Fame this July. So pay attention, Cage, because this is coming up next.
And we'll be right back. Here at Alternate Reality, Sundays are super. They're so super, in fact, that we have a sale, a Super Sunday sale. Every single Sunday, our entire stock of trade paperbacks and comics for one character is discounted 25% off all day long. Spider-Man, Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman, Teen Titans, Green Lantern, and dozens of other characters get discounted 25% off. That's one a week, every Sunday, all year long, only at Alternate Reality, where your money works harder.
Where the thinking ends, the brawling begins. Here's Brawln Comic Book Man with news of the Brawln variety.
The cerebral side of fisticuffs. By the way, I lost my fisty cufflinks. Brawln News, episode 150, The Loose Bowel Imperative.
Hey folks, how you doing? Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. We're suspending our tour of the defunct comic book stores in the south side of Chicago because the weather blows. But we're here with the news, and we're here with Brawln News. Bo.
Yes.
Where are we coming from?
We are coming from Alternate Reality, the garden spot of the South Side.
And that's at 111th and Kenzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood, like he said. And of course, all my new comic stores, 15% off every day for everyone. This all MMA update starts us off with Nick Diaz. He's doing what?
He has set up a new promotion called War MMA. And the first event, War number 1, will take place on 6/22 at the Stockton Arena in his hometown of Stockton, California. The fights will be fought inside a ring instead of a cage. And Nick, when he lost his last fight, said he's going to retire. He still hasn't officially said he's going to retire because Nick's full of crap. But so I think he's going to fight again because really, there's not much else Nick can do. He's not going to be a social ambassador anywhere else.
No!
Maybe somebody will beat the crap out of him.
Oh, Nick's a tough little guy.
Meanwhile, you know, when love blooms in the MMA, it's a wonderful thing. And when it goes down the crapper, it's even more wonderful.
We love talking about it.
Tito Ortiz and Jenna Jameson are in the middle of what?
They're in the middle of a relatively nasty custody battle, which has turned very nasty because Jameson posted on Twitter that he's preventing her from seeing her kids because Tito says she's usually high all the time. Domestic violence, she says that he smacked her on and says he did not. And drug use. Now, the problem with accusing her of drug use, who used to be an MMA fighter, is
love, exciting and new.
They take drug tests before, after, and around the fights. So if he was on some kind of drugs, it would have come up by now. And she posted a photo on Twitter of his medicine cabinet, and all that was in his medicine cabinet was a bottle of ibuprofen and some syringes. Using ibuprofen is not illegal drug use.
No.
You can buy it over at the Walgreens across the
But what about the syringes?
injections of stuff.
Of what?
Ibuprofen.
Oh, there you go. Inject ibuprofen.
Injections of
What the hell?
ibuprofen.
Sure.
Just say that.
Don't you? I inject ibuprofen every day between my toes.
It's good.
Meanwhile, the UFC, speaking of drugs, the UFC, okay, has raised what for marijuana?
They've raised the testing threshold for marijuana use, and the Nevada State Athletic Commission is expected to do the same. Before, if they did do a test, you had a .50 marijuana metabolite thing in your system, you were suspended. They raised it up to 150. So guys who smoke weed a month before the fight won't test positive for marijuana at this point because they said, really? We're suspending a guy for smoking a joint a month before the fight? That's a bit severe.
My God, that's so sad. Meanwhile, Ultimate Fighter Season 18, the girls
Fighting.
are having all sorts of troubles.
The plan behind the Ultimate Fighter Season 18 was you're going to have Ronda Rousey and Kat Zingano as the coaches. Female coaches on teams that have males and females. The problem is Zingano blew her knee out, and so she was replaced by Miesha Tate, who Rousey has a problem with. The UFC thought it'd be a really fun idea for video purposes for the first episode of Ultimate Fighter to have Tate sitting there when Rousey came in. And when Rousey came in and saw Tate sitting there, she goes, more or less, what the F is this? doing here? And she went to find Dana White and go, have I been replaced? I said, no. Cat blew her knee out. Tate is replacing her. And she thought about it. She goes, well, she didn't have a blood feud anyway, so this should actually be more interesting season because they really can't stand each other.
Girls get along with each other. The boys get along all the time. You girls need to get
Wait
along.
until you fight. Then
Well,
you
what's cool about this is she doesn't really hate Tate as much as she could hate Tate, but Tate brought her boyfriend with, and her boyfriend apparently is a real tool.
Our last story up involves the UFC Hall of Fame and some folks who are being inducted.
Forrest Griffin announced his retirement after UFC 160. He and Stephan Bonner will enter the UFC Hall of Fame together in July. And you're going, why are they going into together? Ultimate Fighter Season 1. Bonner, Griffin fought in the finale. It was the most important MMA fight in MMA history because people who were casually watching UFC became hardcore watchers of UFC after the fight. It was one of the best fights I had ever seen.
Okay.
So they're going in together.
That's great. And that's it. We're done with Fisher out here. We got no more MMA news. But go to the store's website. Check out all the MMA news this man sends me. I post up. Bo!
Yes!
Where do they go?
Sarah, tell 'em!
You guys gotta stop putting antifreeze in your coffee. www.mountainatreality.com.
Stop off at the store's website. Check out all his news. Until next time, this is Comic Book Man.
And this is Bo.
Mr. Drama. Saying we're going to pick up the D&B story with 151. Bye!
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.